Hi. If it's not 11/11/24 at 5 o'clock or later, don't leave a comment because I won't get it. But if it's now and this is live, comment away. Um, I don't know why. Hi, Chew. But what happens is when you leave comments after the live ends, I usually don't see them. And I don't know why I don't get a notification of them, but for the most part, I don't. And then if I do, it's usually so far out of context, I have no idea what you're commenting on. So, yeah, sorry. Um, it's Monday, but it's kind of a holiday, but it's not a holiday, right? This is one of those bank holidays where everyone in retail right now is just all like, "Arr." Hey, Alan, what's happening, man? And please be nice to your retail people out there. I don't know why, but for some reason in the last, well, forever really, but more so, exponentially more so, is mm, is it a great week? It hasn't even started yet, Alan. It's Monday. There's no such thing as a great week on Monday. I mean, unless you won the lottery. Did you win the lottery? Hey, Lori, how are you? Um, what was I going to say? Oh, thank you. Sorry. I was talking about retail. So I don't know why, but in recent years, it seems to be getting exponentially worse out there where people seem to think it's totally fine to treat people in customer service positions like garbage. And I don't know why that happens. Um, if it happens in front of me, having been a former retail customer service representative, I will absolutely butt in on behalf of the person because it's super weird. Like, there seems to be this trend of people who feel the need to like lord some level of power over strangers lately. And I see it a lot with people in customer service because it's like somebody doesn't want to lose their job or get in trouble at their job. So they have to be like nice to a customer, even when that customer is being like a full on jerk. Um, and I don't know why that keeps happening, but maybe it's just happening more lately. Maybe it just feels like to me that it's happening more lately, but call it out if you see it, would you please? Be nice to your retail people if you can. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but I do want to say that, the holiday season is about to be upon us. And it is not that retail person's fault if there are supply chain issues with their company or if there are, hey, Eric, or if there are issues with their company that aren't their fault. Like, just know that these people on the front lines that are serving you, they are not responsible for whatever it is that's pissing you off, probably, right? Go home, write an angry email, that sort of thing. I was flying today back from San Diego this morning, and I could just see people like in the airport. It's a Monday morning, it's a holiday weekend, so the airport is just jammed with people, and it was stupid o'clock. I have been awake since 4:20 a.m. I didn't even know that happened. 4:20 a.m. Usually what I'll do is I fly back with a friend of mine who goes to work early in the morning and then is done by like 2 p.m. and then I go to work at 2 p.m., right? But usually what I'll do is I'll get home and then I'll go back to bed and I'll sleep for a couple of hours and then I'll get up and come to work. But today, because of the rain, traffic was bad and I did not get to go home and sleep for a couple of hours before I came into work. So I've been up since 4 and I don't know how people do it because, wow. I mean, coffee. Yeah, definitely coffee. I'll probably be in bed really early today for, obvious reasons. La la la. Retail workers, waiters, bartenders, hairstylists, and cabbies. Yes. Oh my God, right? Yeah. And you can always tell the service industry people, right? Because we're nice to you. We're like, but we're not like asshole nice to you. We're not like, if you could please do this for me, but we're like, hey, how are you today? You should see the flight attendant's face this morning. It was literally like the 6:55 a.m. flight, So everybody's just surly and cranky and rah, rah, rah. Hey, Umberto. And hey, Dan. Yeah, I used to get home at 4:30 in the morning from a lot of things too, but that was That was then, this is now. But yeah, I walked in and, you've got that poor flight attendant just being like, good morning, hello, good morning, hello, good morning, hello. And I'm like, hi, how are you doing today? And she was like, oh, hi, I'm good, thanks. And I was like, oh, is this the start of your day? She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, at least it's not a full flight and it's only an hour. And she's like, yeah, but I got a long way to go. And I'm like, I feel you on that one. Me too. And hey, Jacob. Yeah, I totally woke up and played a Pink Floyd song. No, I got up at 4:20 and I did not even brush my teeth. I just got dressed and left because it was 4:20 in the morning. But yeah, you can see it on people's faces that people are so mean to them all the time that when you actually ask them how they're doing or wish them genuinely well instead of like, have a nice day, have a good one, have a good one, have a good one, have a good one. Like when you're actually like, hey, hope that works out for you. Like you can just see like a recognition in their face that warms my heart because honestly, the world is full of assholes. Yeah, I just be nice to people, man. That's all I'm asking. Some dude was like trolling me on the internet, being all like alpha male. Thought he was cool. And he literally was like, I'm just trolling broken hoes because he's basically out there looking for women who are upset about the election results. And he thinks it's funny to like make fun of them and talk shit to them because he thinks that he's like kicking women while they're down. And I was like, oh, really? That's what you think, buddy? Because you picked the wrong bitch. So I screenshotted everything that he did. And then I told him I screenshotted everything that he did and that I was going to be sending it to people that he wanted to work for. I also sent screenshots to all of our mutual contacts. And then he blocked me. Mr. Alpha Male. So I guess I'm just extra irritated at people who are out there picking on people that they think are powerless. Because you know what? We're not. Hi, Justine. How are you? Last time you flew from SFO, Jacob, you saw a bunch of guys get into a heated argument with a couple in their 50s. Jesus. Seems extra. Wait a minute. I'm in my 50s. Actually, I could get into some heated arguments too. Hey, Mike. The couple got away. Who was at fault? I mean, I've seen some obnoxious couples. There was almost an altercation on the plane today. Hey, PJ. Set up lunch with him. Man, he's a photographer at the Illinois State Fair. Like, if anybody wants to troll him, I'm blocked. So, and I don't have a Finsta account, so I don't have time for that. What I got is screenshots that I'm going to send to the Illinois State Fair, where he has previously been a photographer. As somebody whose mom did county fair PR for decades, and as a former intern at the county fair PR, I'm pretty sure that the woman in charge of the Illinois State Fair PR is going to be interested to see his screenshots, which I will absolutely be sending to her. Let's see, where's my recents? So, next time you think you're out there being smartass on the internet, just know Nikki Blakk is keeping the receipts and sharing them. Let's see, where is this asshole? So this is him. If anybody wants to pop up on that. Like, look at this shit. Better up those meds, ladies. Men are in charge again. Deal with it. I'm sorry, what? I don't know who he thinks he is, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the woman in charge of the PR department at the Illinois State Fair is not going to want to hire him as a photographer. Oh, and this woman that he's saying to seriously do better, he told her she didn't know what tariffs were, and she's like, I literally minored in economics. She's all, you don't know what tariffs are. And he basically tried to like condescend to her too. I mean, it was insane. Yeah, here, look, she minored in economics. And he's all, and yet still uneducated. I love how you had to try and prove yourself. What? Let the alphas handle it now? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me right now, bro? Oh, yeah. So, Brian Bowles, Brian.Bowles. Feel free to become his friend. Hi, Kenny. Hey, Michael. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, my birthday kind of got swallowed up in last week's news. So I'm going to forget about it for this year and have one next year, you know? Hey, Tracy. Yeah, right. For real, Tracy. I mean, it was hilarious, like, because you can still see my comment where I'm like, let me see if I can find it. So his comments are gone, but you can still see mine where I'm like, keep digging yourself deeper, buddy. I'll keep saving the screenshots and sending them to anyone thinking of hiring you. Enjoy the fair circuit, Scooter. And that's when he blocked me. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Barry. 3 for $20 cheeseburgers. Why would anybody need 3 cheeseburgers? He'll be taking portraits at JCPenney. I don't think they do that anymore, PJ. I don't think anybody takes portraits anymore, practically. It's hard to find a photographer these days. Brian Bowles. You're funny, Tracy. What was the best birthday present I got? Well, PJ sent me a card that I'm going to pretend was a nice card, even though it had something awful on the front. So I guess PJ sent me the nicest gift. Although my aunt sent me a check. That was nice. Did I get anything for my birthday? I went to DC. I went to SD. I went to San Diego this weekend, and basically just like hung out with some friends and ate like outrageous amounts of taqueria and margaritas. So that was an excellent gift. I don't know. I don't really think about. I mean, I'm 52, dude. I don't need presents, you know. So, how old is this dude? You know, I don't know. I don't know how old he is. I can't find out because I'm blocked. But I get the impression he's not that he's old enough to know better. He's not like a kid, you know? I think I don't want to put the band on blast, but I think he photographed a band that are also friends with me. And because he found me on another friend's page, and that my friend is in this band, and this band has female members, and I was like, there is no way that this band knows what an asshole misogynist this guy is and is still like being friends with him, because I know them personally and there's no way. So I sent them some screenshots and they were like, gross. Fuck that guy. Delete, delete, delete. So yeah. Cyber troll rampage. No, PJ, stop using that term. It's gross. Oh, Justine, I don't mind a celebration either. Not at all. But last week was hardly celebratory, right? You know? Oh, you looked at his account? He looks about 30. Oh, let me know if you see any other mutual friends there, because I did notice another mutual friend of his that I messaged. I know he had at least one mutual friend with me, or at least he did until I messaged her, and now he doesn't. And I haven't had time. Like part of me, hey Lance, what up in PA? Well, we know what's up in PA. You people did not come through for me. But hey, we got the rain out here today. Is it raining out for you guys on the East Coast? So yeah, if you notice any other Bay Area people on his account, let me know, because I'm reaching out to everybody with screenshots and just being like, fuck this guy. I mean, imagine how many other women he's out there just like trolling hard. Like women who may or may not have the fucking mental wherewithal to fight back. Because let's face it, we're all dealing with a lot of shit these days, you know, especially women are already dealing with a lot of shit. And now this. And then this asshole thinks it's funny to go around the internet and be like, haha, we're in charge of you now. He's just lucky he doesn't live close enough for me to get my hands around his neck. Dan, you do free stuff on your birthday? Most of the free stuff is corporate, and I try not to do the corporate. But also my birthday was on a Wednesday or something, or a Thursday. So, you know, and then by the time I got to San Diego, it's just been a hellish, it's not hellish, I shouldn't say. It's been a really nice, but busy few months, years. So for my birthday, I really just wanted to relax, and that is what I did. I spent a lot of time eating chips and salsa and beans and rice and these really great tacos, and fried jalapenos, which are now my new favorite thing. I need to learn how to cook. This Mexican restaurant that we ate at both nights was so good. But the first night we needed earplugs because they had a band, and the band was like, the band had this like guitar player who was kind of a badass. But it was so loud. But it was fun. And then, yeah, I did like old people shit. We like binge watched some stuff. We like played with the dogs. We like hung out. We had a brunch. I basically ate all weekend long. Speaking of bands, Robbie Blakk, no relation, is playing at the DNA Lounge, Blacklist Union, Saturday, November 23rd with the Dead Boys. Isn't that that's on my concert calendar, isn't it? I haven't updated the concert calendar. You know what? I'll be honest, I haven't really updated the Metal Zone page for the last couple weeks because things have been happening and I have not had the time. And then when I did have the time, I did not have the motivation. But I'm feeling better now. Have I had a Navajo fry bread taco? I have not, Tracy, but I'll tell you what, I have absolutely wanted fry bread like crazy. Every time I see something that has like fry bread associated with it, I'm always like, why haven't I learned how to make this yet? It looks delicious. But it also strikes me as one of those things. Okay, PJ, what? So I love Dean, and I'm sure that where he went had weak tacos, if that was a thing. But San Diego has probably like 10,000 taquerias. So apparently Dean wasn't at the same one I was at, because the one I was at had bomb tacos for like $1, by the way. And you know what they did? They rolled them up like hand roll style. So instead of doing like the 2 tortillas and then having like the meat on top and flattened, they rolled them like it was almost like a hand sushi roll, and had put everything inside and then wrapped it in paper. They were good. You know what? I took no pictures. I think I only took pictures of the dogs this weekend. What do I got? I got like 9. Yeah, I got pictures of the dogs this weekend. That was it. My friends have 5 dogs. They have 2 Frenchies, 2 Chihuahuas, and a Rottweiler. Obviously, the Frenchie is my favorite. She's the new one. She's the puppy. She's like 10 months old or something. And then the Roddy is my second favorite. Yeah, that's right. I can tell you exactly which ones are my favorites. Oh, this was a fun one. Mr. Bowles. Where did that go? He went after this guy was like trolling me on my friend's page. He came over to my page and was like, I'm just trolling Broken Hose for fun. And I was like, dude, I don't know who you think is a broken hoe, but you about to be. He's about to be a broke hoe when he loses his photography jobs because he hates women. Oh, thanks, Justine. Yeah, honestly, I had to take a social media break. It was too much, every single thing was either a happy birthday, I love you, or fucking election. And I'm like, no, I can't, no more competing like messages of just like all good and all bad. Like I've mostly just been like leaving my phone in airplane mode and reading books. I really needed a fucking break. I mean, you guys know how tired I've been lately. And then on top of all that, all this. So, do the dogs have birthdays to celebrate? I'm sure the dogs do have birthdays to celebrate, but I do not know the dogs' birthdays. Every day is a birthday when you're a fucking dog, right? Especially if I'm there. They make a mix, Tracy. They make a fry bread mix. Isn't that like buying a pasta mix though? Aren't the ingredients like super basic and it's more of like technique than it is ingredients, right? Kind of like beignets, like beignet mix. It's basically like flour, yeast, and sugar, but you can buy it all in a box. Or like pancake mix, same concept. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about, Tracy, is that it's more technique than anything, and that I'm gonna have to. You're right. I'm gonna have to go to a powwow or something to catch it, or holler at the Billies next time they're headed up to the res and be like, "Hey, bring back a fish some fry bread." Oh, thanks, Bob, but no, I do not want to be in charge. I'm happy to be in an advisory capacity, but definitely not in a buck stops with me capacity. Do I know what dough is used for the fry bread for fried dough? Well, I think all dough is basically just some combination of flour, salt, water, and yeast, right? But it's how you combine them that makes the difference. Hang on a second, guys. Did I forget to write that down? I did. Where is it? There it is. Hi, Rodney. What's happening? It's funny. When I logged in, StreamYard was like, we can't tell. It was like Facebook comments just say Facebook user and they don't have names, but all the Facebook comments have had names, so they must have fixed it. Starbread in Union City. I've never heard of it, Mike, but also Union City. That is far. You know, I got my ears pierced at the Green Day concert in September, and the piercing studs like fell out on their own. So I had like some stud earrings that I popped in here, but I think that they're too. I don't know what it is, but they hurt when I put my headphones on. They're like mashing the studs into my head. I think I'm gonna have to get some hoops on them or something. It's gonna be a thing. All right, where is it? There's a thing. Oh yeah, okay. Oh my God, is that this Sunday? Oh shit. The Niners are home again this Sunday. I'm not even ready. Did I even have that game on here? Saturday, 16th, Sunday. Oh, I did have it in here. Okay. 1 second. Huh. Sorry, there's a thing happening and I am not gonna fucking deal with it. Because I have to deal with this. There we go. Priorities, right? Okay. Cool. That got done. Hey Mike, yeah, I think you'll be seeing me on Sunday. Hang on guys, let me email the boss back and let her know that I did the thing here real quick. Perfect. And then this Okay. Sorry, there's a bit of a disconnect in communication on some things, but I think it'll be okay in the end. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Oh, how long to fry it and how to consistency. Yeah, honestly, seriously, Tracy, I think it's like pasta, right? It's one of those things that you just have to practice. Like I tried to make a pasta, like a simple pasta, and I fucked it all up and it was gross and I didn't eat it. I ended up throwing it all away. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a hoop or something that can lie flat because these like these studs, they look super cute. Like, see? Aren't they cute? They're like little silver turquoise star things that my mom got me ages ago. But I can't sleep in them, and it's a cartilage piercing. And with the cartilage piercing, it's not really good for it to, especially when it's still kind of new, to like be constantly taking the earrings in and out. That's why the hoops are good, because they can just lie flat and they can stay in there for the whole time. There's a Starbread in Vallejo. That's closer. Still a little, but closer. Oh, where am I time-wise? Oh, hold on. "1077 The Bone" and Aerosmith with Angel. I'm Nikki Blakk, and your San Francisco 49ers are coming home to Levi Stadium this weekend with another W. Oh, yeah. This weekend's game was, well, not going to lie, I got a little nervous there. Things got a little hairy, but they pulled it out in the end. That's what she said. And, oh, hold on. I'm not going to say that because let's be a little classier than that, right? For the on-air product. It's Aerosmith on 1077 The Bone. I'm Nikki Blakk, and your San Francisco 49ers are coming home to Levi Stadium with another W this weekend. They're taking on the NFC Western Division rivals, the Seattle Seahawks, in their ugly, ugly green uniforms. Yeah, well, this weekend's game got a little sketch, but they pulled it out at the last minute. Very relieving there. But Seattle, Seattle's always been a tough one. Well, you know what's going to happen, right? Everything is going to be right here on 1077 The Bone. The tailgate party hosted by Lamont and Snelly kicks off at 10 a.m. It's sponsored by Old Princeton Landing and it's followed by the pregame show at noon and kickoff at 1:05. Hear every play of the game in bone-crushing stereo right here on 1077 The Bone. And follow us on socials to see Baby Huey and I at the game. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts like a tattoo hurts, where people forget how much it hurts when you get it. And then afterwards they're like, it didn't hurt that much. And they're lying to you because it does hurt. It's not like a, oh dear God's why kind of pain, but it's going to hurt. And you know what? I knew better than to get them both done at the same time because I'm a side sleeper. So that's been frustrating, but I did it. I did it same as when I got my tragus pierced, right? I got right here pierced back in the, I don't know, the 90s. And sure enough, I did both of them at the same time. And then you can't sleep. I was basically sleeping almost on my face so that I could keep my ears from hurting while they healed. But yeah, Mike, I should see you Sunday. As far as I know, I'm planning on going to the game. Yeah, I should be there. Hopefully Baby Huey can drive me or maybe, you know what? Thanks for reminding me. I got to ask if there's any parking passes floating around because last game, Baby Huey wasn't coming home right after the game. He was like hanging out with friends in the South Bay. So I couldn't go with him. And it was this whole like back and forth trying to figure out how to deal with it thing. And I ended up not being able to deal with it. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't even remember the whole situation clearly because that's how long ago it feels like. It feels like 2 weeks ago was 2 months ago. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Rodney, if Moody had made an earlier one, he wouldn't have needed that one to count so much. Yeah, I'm a little irritated. I was like, who expected Brock Purdy to pass for over 350 yards. Not this kid, not on her prize picks. But also, if we hadn't missed 3 field goals, Brock wouldn't have had to pass so damn much. And I might have, made that pick right. But, they had him pretty high. They had him at like, I don't know, 260 or something. And he averages something like 238 a game, I think. But now his average is going to be completely thrown off by that 350-yard game. I mean, good on him. I would rather have the 49ers win than not win, than have, if one of us has to lose, it needs to be me, because I can afford the money more than the 49ers can afford the loss. Yeah. Each one counts until they, if words, things, places, tired. Yeah. Pete the cheat. I like that one. You know what? I would probably I don't know what 13 bats is, but I usually go to body manipulations on hate. And I've been meaning to go back there because that's where I got my nose ring, and my nose ring like fell out a couple years ago, and I just never went and got another one. So I feel like I just want to pop into like body manipulations, or maybe I'll go to your friend's place. Valencia sounds closer, or at least easier to park, maybe. Valencia in what? Like in the 20s or in the teens? Because if it's in the teens, and just get all new jewelry. Because a lot of the problem I have is that I developed a metal allergy. Like I had all these earrings that I used to wear all the time, and then I didn't wear them for years. And I was like, where did those things go? And I dug them out and I put them all in, and then my ears like exploded. So now I need like just surgical steel on everything. Hey, Aaron. I'm okay. Good and bad, mostly good. The man who said you've got mail passed away. That man's been dead for a long time, dude. Rich, I'm not sure. Did Bosa do anything unusual this weekend? I don't remember seeing anything, but I was at brunch for most of the game, and then I only caught the last part of the game. Thanks, Justine. I probably could say it, but I'm choosing not to. They pulled it off. They pulled it out. A little of one or the other. Yeah, Rich. I mean, it's gonna hurt. I don't know why there's always people out there saying tattoos don't hurt. Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. I just realized this was like loud and I was shouting at you guys. Sorry. Yeah, tattoos absolutely hurt. And whenever people say they don't, they're full of shit. I mean, at some point during a tattoo, you might get to a point where you're like so chock full of endorphins and so like tapped out, pardon the pun, that you're not feeling it or that you're numb to it. But that shit still hurts, especially every time it hits a nerve. Yeah, he missed 3. Bosa couldn't sack Mayfield on 4th and 7. That's what happens when Bosa wore that stupid. Oh, well, there you go, Mike. Maybe that's some karma. Yeah, probably it's some kind of metal allergy. Obviously, I'm not allergic to all metal, but yeah, my ears did not like the metal that was in my old jewelry, so I need to get new jewelry. Exactly. Yeah, I need a hoop in there. No, the AOL You've Got Mail voice actor just died. Yeah, Justine, that's what Dan was saying. But I got to be honest, when was the last time anyone thought about that guy? AOL, you've got the voice has been gone for a long time. Haley Welch has a jewelry line. Who's Haley Welch? You know what, Dan? He probably made a shit ton of money at just doing that one voiceover gig too. Oh, for fuck's sake, PJ. Stop bringing up that girl. I hate that thing. It's just bleh. Stop it. I'm going to start my own. It's going to be bleh instead of whatever. Has anyone else died? Trump's still alive, right? I mean, I know. Everybody gets all up in arms when you start joking about people dying, especially in politics. Ooh. It's like nonstop pearl clutching on both sides. Oh, is anyone following Randy Blythe on Substack? I don't have Substack yet. I have not dived into yet another social media. I'm still dealing with TikTok. But I signed up for Randy's and I get emailed, so I don't have to actually go to a website. But I would like to recommend it because Randy's awesome and he's a great writer and he's a cool dude. And he surfs and he likes barbecue. We have so much in common. As a child of the 90s, you can still hear You Got Mail in my head. Oh, dude. As a child of the 70s and 80s, I can still hear You Got Mail in my head. I can also hear the blink that happens every time some creeper posts messaged you ASL. Age, sex, location, age, sex, location, age, sex, location. Deadpool meeting on Monday? I don't know what that means, Jacob. Are you talking about the movie Deadpool? Because the movie was awesome. Yeah, Mike. I mean, I don't hate her. I just don't want anything to do with her. She's not in my periphery, and I don't need her in my periphery. Oh, have fun at the gym, PJ. Go spit on something for me. Weird. Yeah, the way pop culture sometimes grabs onto something dumb and won't let it go. And then everybody's like, "Oh my god, she donated to charity. Like, she's really done something with this." I'm like, "Okay. She's not the first person to donate to charity or buy dog food for fucking stray dogs or whatever. Like, do you not know when you're being manipulated by a PR oh, wait, no one does. Yeah, not anymore. Not in this country. All right, hang on. This is not going to be a thing. I need you to go here and you to come here. Okay. Oh, wow. How did that adjust? Are we short on? Oh, we are very short on commercials. What? 1, 2, 3? A 3.5 minute commercial break? Jesus, no wonder I'm. Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. All right. Huh. Let's do this. Wow. Okay. I guess that's going to have to. Huh. Sorry, some unexpected. Oh. 107.7 The Bone in Boston with Rock and Roll Band. I'm Nikki Blakk, and speaking of rock and roll and Ozzy Osbourne, I am going to be giving away tickets to see Ozzy Osbourne's guitar player, Zakk Wylde, in his side project, the Black Sabbath tribute band, Zakk Sabbath. They're also playing with the Led Zeppelin tribute band, Zoso, and the all-female Iron Maiden tribute band, the Iron Maidens, who I love. That show is happening at the Regency Ballroom December 1st. Tickets are on sale now at access.com. That's AXS.com. And I'm giving them away in the 4 o'clock hour all this week on 107.7 The Bone. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry. Okay. Hey, Davey. What's up? Oh, 22nd Valencia. That's actually nice. Didn't there used to be a real... Didn't Villain's shoe store used to be right around there? I feel like that was at 17th in Valencia, 19th in Valencia. Okay. Thank you. A friend of mine is the original Google Voice voice. Oh, I'm like, what's going on with my shoelace? It's untied. Yeah, you're right, Jason. We could say the same about... Wait, no, Alexa's still a thing. The You've Got Mail guy hasn't been a thing for years, but Alexa's still very much a thing. People still have that, don't they? I don't know. I try not to have robots in my house, except for the vacuums. The only robots in my house are vacuums. Scott, we may or may not see Ozzy ever again. I mean, singing. They are trying to put together something in Birmingham, England. Hopefully that will be the last time. Hopefully they'll do one more, but we'll see. Hey, Jason, I'm okay. I have to pee right now, but also I have like work stuff to do, and then I'm like talking to you guys. So, but it's coming up on 6, so I'll probably have to tap out. I know this is like a short one, but it's Monday, you guys, and I got up at 4:00 in the morning to fly home from San Diego. So I'm just like slow. Wait a second. Did I do the thing? Yep, I got to do the thing here. Hold on. Oh, it's not that one. It's this one. There we go. 1 second. Okay. I need that along with this. So much more complicated here than you guys know, huh? You had to work in the pouring rain this morning? No, Jason, no. I'm so sorry. That's awful. Yeah, when we landed, we had no idea that there was rain coming. Like neither one of us had a raincoat, none of that business. Luckily, it stopped raining by the time we landed, but then it rained like my whole drive, which is why everything took forever. Hang on a second. Your Lamontinelli Laughter at After is sponsored by UA Local 38 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union in San Francisco, Marin, Sonoma, Mendocino, and Lake counties. Learn more at ualocal38.org. Okay. I don't like how that's suddenly coming in a little bit late, though, you know? Yeah, hang on a second here. Let's go ahead and move this here. And yeah, that's better. I'd rather be 90 seconds early than 2 minutes late. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, good. Much more on time. All right. Ooh, yeah. Super on time now. Okay. Go pee. Thanks, Justine. Well, I was gonna say goodnight first and then go like pee and get some stuff off the printer and like wrap up here, etc. So that I can drive home in the next hour or so. But did anybody have any questions? I always forget if there's something that we talked about last week that I was supposed to remember to tell you this week. I know I'm always like, oh, remind me to tell you that story. And then I'm all, what story was it? When is the Nikki Blakk metal feet only fans going to start? Oh yeah. You know what? I'm definitely doing it. I'm like, fuck it, why not, right? But you know, we'll have to see how much time I have, you know, when I get around to it. My goal is to have a bunch of stuff set aside by Black Friday. Get it? Black Friday. Plus we have that week off. And I'm not flying anywhere. So Dan, I believe that I have an allergy to whatever metal was in the earrings that I put in my ears a few years ago that were earrings that I had from many years ago. And that is it. There's no confirmation as to what exactly it is or was. I have not had trouble with other things. Like I'm not wearing any rings today, but clearly you guys have seen me wear some like, you know, cheap metal rings and I don't have reactions to that. So it's just easier to get surgical steel and not have to worry about it. Ooh, this thing needs to get washed. That tasted funky. Oh, and you know what I did find in the garage today? Because so on the plane, I think that this woman that had her dog in front of me, I mean, thankfully her dog didn't pee on my bag, but I think what she did was I think that she had her dog's water bowl. I think her dog's water bowl was like super full. And I think she put the dog's water bowl down on the floor where my bag was, you know, because your bag is in this under the seat in front of you. And I think that I think her dog's water bowl like spilled and soaked the ground where my bag was, because fortunately nothing inside my bag was wet. Like I thought it was my water bottle. I picked up my bag and I put it on my lap and my lap was like instantly wet. And I was like, fuck, not my laptop. Because that's happened before where this came open in my bag and it was like, and it killed my laptop and I had to get it repaired. Fortunately, I had the Apple Care. So it only cost me like $300 instead of like $1,500, but still $300 is $300. But no, my bag was all, you know, my Motorhead bag was all like wet and gross and I had to carry it and my pants got all wet and it was like, blah. So I had to dig up my other messenger bag, which if you are from the Bay, you will understand why I don't take it out very often, but it's awesome because this is like the official Bill Graham Presents bike messenger bag from like 20 years ago when I first started working at BGP. And I just was in the office on the right day at the right time to get the messenger bag. Most people didn't get them unless they worked in the office. And I worked in the venues, but I think I was doing some fill-in work in the office that day. Hey, Christopher. I'm good. How are you? So while I was looking for that bag in the garage so that I had a messenger bag that I could bring in today because my Motorhead bag had to go into the wash. I found the Metallica beach ball, right? I don't know if you remember, I was telling you I found a Metallica beach ball from the Death Magnetic tour. And then I noticed that I think I had a Metallica beach ball that was still in the package. So I went and looked, and the Metallica beach ball that's still in the package is from the night before. So it's not a beach ball, it's a football. It's like a giant Metallica football from the night before concert. So I'm not going to sell that one. Obviously, I have to keep it because eventually Metallica is going to play the Super Bowl and then I'm going to have to blow it up and be like, "Ugh." But until that happens, I'm keeping it. Justine, you clean new earrings with alcohol? Yeah, you don't really have to clean them with alcohol, to be honest. Soap and water is fine. Really. In fact, I found out the hard way in the 80s that when you start getting when you're doing piercings, you don't need to be so overly clean. You mostly warm water, gentle soap is fine with like all of it. What tickets do I have coming up this week? I'm giving away tickets to Zach Sabbath, and I am giving away keywords for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra trip. Oh no, Christopher, your electricity went out? My internet went out actually at the house this morning. That was super annoying. But yeah. Anywho, so while I was in the garage looking for that messenger bag, I found some other stuff. I found like some Metallica shoulder bag and a Metallica rolly bag suitcase. What else did I find out there? Anyway, so I found some stuff in the garage that I do not need or that I have more than one of. And so I'm going to put that on Black Friday. I think I'm just going to start taking pictures of stuff and then uploading it to eBay and then having it go live on Black Friday. So that's the tentative plan right now. And then if I'm not doing anything else on Black Friday, which I don't think I am because we have the day off, then I'll create the OnlyFans because I realize I've also got like 200 pairs of shoes and some of those shoes are falling apart and can't be worn. But if somebody's got their foot thing on and they want to have also a pair of shoes to go with their foot thing, I can sell those shoes that way because if the shoes aren't being worn, then they're sellable, but they're not wearable because the soles will fall out. But they're displayable. So there's that. So I think that's the plan for that. Otherwise, everything's just going to go in the trash. Am I in Livermore? No. Oh, is Christopher in Livermore? I don't know. Okay, Jacob. Well, are you talking about Black Feet as in my feet, or are you talking about Black Feet as in like that band from the 70s? Any car parts, used oil, spent. What the fuck are you talking about, Christopher? That's weird. How does the station run on a day off, and how does it sound like it's live? We have computer programs that can do that. Hi, Roy. And we also have part-time jocks who do weekend shifts and fill-in shifts. So it depends on how many people are out in the day. It also depends on how Chasta wants to how she wants to do it, right? Sometimes sometimes she'll do pre-recorded messages. You know, we'll do like here's our Christmas message to you. And we'll each do a bunch of Christmas messages. Or sometimes we'll just record the shows in advance. I don't know. You know what? We haven't talked about the holiday plan yet, so I'll find out. But when I was cleaning the garage, yeah, I don't have car parts, but I do have some mechanic-y stuff, if that helps. But I'm not putting it on eBay. I'll probably just donate that. It's weird stuff. Oh, sorry. There's an email from the sales thing that we were doing earlier. Client, tomorrow morning, please call him and tell him what time. Okay. Well, it just got more confusing, so I am going to tap out of that. Oh, Jason, that was 20 years ago. We haven't done that in years and years and years and years and years. I mean, like years and years and years and years. Like literally probably 15 years ago. Yeah, Hi Mom, I'm on the Bone was cool, but it was also a lot of work. And back then, people made more money for less work, but nowadays people make less money for more work. And so asking people to do even more work, especially right before the holidays, not fair. So I think that what we want to do is we want to come up with whatever it is that we're going to do that's going to be the best sounding on air, but also the least imposition on all of the people who have to work over the holidays, or just for people who are getting holiday time off, you know? I mean, Chasta and Baby Huey, they have to program all the music for the station, right? And then when we're going to be gone because of a holiday, that's the other thing. I keep getting my hair caught in there. They have to program all that music way in advance. So that just means that it doesn't mean that they get the time off. They get the actual time off, but it doesn't mean that the work doesn't have to get done, right? So what they'll have to do is they'll each have to do like an extra 15 or 20% more work every single day leading up to however many days that they have to program while we're off. So, I mean, it's great for me because I'm like, woohoo, I got the day off, but also like there's a certain amount of work that still has to get done regardless of who's off and who's not off. So it's that balance. Yeah, Jason, we all loved Stephen Seaweed's Hot Lunch. Well, almost all of us, except for the program director, Jim Richards, who was the guy who canceled it. So feel free to hate him. I do. Everyone else does. He's a terrible excuse for human being. Oh, Roy, we'd all love to get paid more, wouldn't we? Who wouldn't want to get paid more? But, you know, that's the balance for doing a job that you love, is you just know that you're not going to get paid more, but you're going to do a job that you love. So, and that is priceless. Yeah, Jason, we all were. Hey, Pandora, it is. It's Nigel Tufnell Day. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Mwah. I feel a little bit better after spending the weekend decompressing in San Diego. But I am still just a little bit overwhelmed. I honestly, I haven't even really looked at most of the birthday wishes. Because, you know, repetitive motion injury, and there's a lot of them. But I do appreciate it. And I do appreciate everybody remembering my birthday, or at least remembering my birthday after Facebook reminded them about my birthday. But God, it's a lot. How do like real famous people deal with that? You know, it's like so much. I forgot to write this down. 1 second. 11 after. Okay. This one goes to 11. Oh, I didn't even see this come in. I needed this. If shows are pre-recorded during holidays, how does Friday stings happen or other morning shows? It's pre-recorded. I feel like you're making me pull the curtain back a little too far, Christopher. But yeah, sometimes those, or you know what, for holidays, the guys usually do like a best of, right? So it won't be a sting of the day that day, but it'll be like a best of sting of the day. So that's how that will happen. Hey, Aaron. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Everybody missed my birthday because there was like this whole election thing happening at the same time that took up like all the air in the room. Like a wildfire. Facebook is the only way you remember family birthdays? Jason. I remember family birthdays from family members who were dead. Oh, thank you, Justine. But you know what? You guys remember me every day, so I really don't need any additional birthday remembrance. I appreciate you guys on the regular. And so that's the main reason why I don't care if I get presents. I don't care if we do I don't care if there's like a celebration or a whatever or a thing, because I mean, I think you guys know my life is pretty awesome. So it's not like I need the special celebration. For anybody who was here last week when I was talking about it, I did a big thing on my 50th. I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, and that was like my big fun celebration. And everything after that has just been kind of like, I'm good. I don't feel like I need anything. In fact, whenever my family are like, what would you like? I'm always like, come over, cook dinner. Help me clean my house. Last year, my sister and her wife painted my house. That was the only thing I needed last year. I was like, I need my house painted. Come over and help me paint my house. And then when I was out of town for, was it the Mountain Festival or the cruise? I can't remember. I think it was the Mountain Festival. My sister and her wife came over and like finished painting the rest of the inside of my house after the remodel. And it was priceless. And it looks fantastic. So, yeah, Lori, that's what I need to do is, cause you know what? I opened a box when my boots broke on Halloween. I went to go grab another pair of boots, cause if there's one thing I got, it's a lot of, it's fucking boots. And then some of the boots were like peeling, even though they were properly stored. They're just the leather or the pleather or the whatever, the vinyl, whatever the material was, just started peeling. So much of that stuff is just peeling apart, which means it can't be worn, you know, but it can be displayed because it does still look good if it doesn't move, which is what those are for at this point, right? Real famous people probably forget their own birthday. You know, I mean, honestly, I forget my birthday's coming up until people start reminding me. And then I'm always like, oh, right. Yeah, that. And I'm like, is there any chance we could just let that go? You know, I feel like other people want to do my birthday way more than I want to do my birthday. I don't know what you picked, Jason. Did you pick Pebble Beach or did you pick the Sharks jersey? You picked Pebble Beach, right? I guess if you like golf, because I don't like golf. I don't dislike golf, but I got to be honest, it gets really boring. I don't know how people do the whole 18 holes. Jesus. I did a charity golf tournament with the Killer Dwarfs in Canada, which was wonderful because A, I love them. They're great people. And B, it was my first time being in Canada. And it was fun. It was my first time ever golfing. And apparently I was kind of good at it, like for a first timer. You know, I wasn't like good at it. I wasn't like, woohoo, maybe I can play this. No, but I was like, oh, hey, this is, I can hit the green. I can get it to the hole. But yeah, most of it was just really boring. It's like standing around waiting for everybody else to do theirs. And then the most fun we had was with like the golf cart. And we like went, let me see if I got pictures of this. Oh, Canada. So we did things like we went to the 99-cent store and we bought goggles and blow up alligators and like glitter and streamers and fancy lights and stuff. And we were like, oh, And we had hockey sticks. And we were like doing the Happy Gilmore with the hockey sticks around the hole. Um oh, here's our golf cart all decorated with like feather boas and goofy shit. Oh, we had the butterfly nets at one point. We were like running around pretending to try and catch butterflies. I climbed a tree. Alcohol may have been involved. Oh, here's more butterfly net catching. Wait, oh, where'd it go? Can you see her? Oh, I can't see her now. There we are. God, I could have sworn there were. Oh, wait, here. This is my first golf shot, I think. Is that it? Is it playing? No. I swear I have it in here somewhere. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah. I do have it on video, but it's like a long video because she's like, here's what you do. And I was like, what? And I'm all, I don't know. How does golf happen? Oh, dude, I did not know the Rush song was the airport code until I landed and I was like, oh, yeah. So that was fun. Oh, and I went to a Kirk Hammett exhibit while I was there. They had Kirk's horror stuff. Whoops. All of his posters and stuff, a bunch of his. I'm running out of time. Yep. I have got to go. You have a Sharks jersey, Nabokov. Wow. Nabokov. That's how old it is? Yeah, that's old, dude. You know what's funny is I had a first season Sharks jersey and I wore it to a Sharks game. And then I had layers on and I took it off and I tucked it in the back of my pants as we were walking out to the car and it must have fallen out and I didn't realize it and I lost it and never saw it again. And I was so upset. Yeah, mini golf is way more fun than golf. Like by the time we finished the first half, I was like, can we go to the clubhouse now? I'm like kind of done with this. Like, I know, Stevie, I was in San Diego this weekend. Sorry I had to miss it. I am a big fan of Jason Becker, though. I have been to other benefits, and I wholly support everybody supporting Jason. Please do if you can. Yeah, Sharks jerseys you can get anywhere, anytime. Oh, Aaron, you're 34. You are a year closer to death. Call me at 52. No, don't. I'll be dead. By the time you're 52, I'll be like dead. Aw. All right. Have fun with your chili mac, Dan. I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. Don't golf in Alameda. Oh, Christopher, I already don't want to golf. It's boring. Like I said, I had fun for about the first like 9 holes. That was pushing it. After 9, I was like, can we go find something fun to do? Oh, well, happy early birthday, Rodney. Yeah, the Sharks original uniforms were cooler. But what are you gonna do? They'll probably do, I'm sure they will. They'll probably do like a retro. Everyone loves a retro jersey. Yeah, it is late. I got to go. Heart, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I will try and jump on earlier if I can, but it already looks like tomorrow is going to be chock full of silly. So we'll see. But I'm trying to like, hit you guys between 5 and 6 because that seems to be when most people are home and have time. And yeah. All right. Take care, guys.